Guys, the Calabar Talk Show with Dave and the David O'Tree's Expression. Let's talk about four things that will help you be a better driver. One, you will always find your road signs on the right hand part of the road. So, for road signs, you have basically three or four, and you have your regulatory signs, you have your warning signs, and you also have your guide signs or you have your informative signs. So, whether you have a potential bend in front of you, you see it on the right hand side as a warning sign. Whether you have children crossing in front of you or the 100 meters, you're going to see it on the right hand side as an informative sign. Whether you have a hospital in front of you in 100 or 200 meters, you're going to find it on the right hand side as you head. On your right hand side is where you find your road signs, and they're very important that you understand these signs, and application of these signs will make you have your life easier or make you understand that you have certain things within your reach that you never felt that you could reach. So you find your road signs on the right hand side of the road. So number two, let's talk about the 3 to 4 seconds rule. Basically, this is you keeping enough gap between you and the vehicle in front of you for just 3 to 4 seconds. And this is the trick. How do I know that I'm applying the 3 to 4 seconds rule? Just keep enough gap for a vehicle to be able to enter in between you and the vehicle ahead of you, and that basically is your reaction time. So from braking and acceleration sense and all those things, your stopping distance, you understand that you need a time of reaction, which is the space between you and the vehicle. So just in case he comes to a halt completely, that is where you can stop without actually touching him. And just in case he slows down, almost immediately, that is the gap between you and him that creates the safety edge between you and him. So it's important that you maintain that gap between you and the vehicle in front of you. Don't forget, there's always a threat behind you and a threat in front of you. Every vehicle has threat behind it and threat in front of it. So you can have auto crash, you can crash into someone, and the person can crash into you if you are not careful. So the third thing you have to know is always endeavor to drive at the speed at which you can control. Look, this is a 2.4 liter engine, and that's a 1.6 liter engine. Point at it. That's a 1.6. So just because you can do 120 km per hour in that particular vehicle and you can control it, does not mean that you want to force yourself to do 120 km per hour on this vehicle if you cannot control it. Drive at the speed at which you can control. Don't forget, the rule is it safe to do so? When it's safe to do so, only then can you reach such speed limit. Of course, every road has a potential or a particular speed limit that is expected of you as a driver on that particular route. So always endeavor to that you are doing what is right, which is illegal. And yes, if it's legal, then you can hit such speed limit, because of course there are always speed limit on every road, and the only place I know you can drive 100 km per hour on Nigerian roads is on expressways. So always endeavor to, from informative signs on the right hand side, you will know the speed at which you should be in a particular route. And the last thing I want to bring to you is this. This could make your life easy. This is a portable tire pumping machine, and this is a jumper cable. So what basically happens with this, make sure that the vehicle which you are trying to jump start is not positive terminal goes to the positive, and the negative terminal goes to the negative. Sorry, the negative goes to the negative head and the positive goes to the positive head. Make sure that the vehicle which you are tapping from is not switched on, otherwise you damage the electrical components. So this makes your life easy. So instead of someone pulling out their batteries from their hood to give to you, you can just connect this to your own battery head, and he connects this to his own battery head, and of course you're right away and you live in. So this is the portable tire charging machine, and let's use it so that you guys can see how it works. So I'm going to show you how it works. This is a USB head. This basically enters where you plug that cigarette lighter. So let's try it and see so that you guys know how it works. So this goes in here. Endeavor to switch on your car so that you won't drain your battery. You see? So that's air pressure. That's air pressure. And there's a gauge here. This complex. There's a gauge here. You can see. So when this goes in here, You can see. Have you seen? It comes down. So it actually points and gauges the tire at the same time. You can see exactly where it is. So when you have this, even when you pick a nail in places where it's risky to stop, you can just keep driving. You just pump. You could just get to where it's safe, and you just pump, you gauge, and you run away until you get to a point where it's safe. This is it's a tool that everybody, just like your wheel spanner, your jack, it's that important. So endeavor to buy this, and you can reach out to me. You can find it online. You get, of course, you can find this online. You could also reach out to me to get it. Ladies and gentlemen, Calabar Talk Show with Dave. I'll be giving a real life practical advice, profounding solutions.